He said, "Yo, where's OKC?" I'm dead. Damn, y'all still talking about him? I don't even think he's a real person. I think that was a bot account. I think dude been in here looking for the wrong person the whole time. What's the word, Christy? What's going on? We're back in the building and we're at it early. There ain't no way they're upset this early. Ain't no way y'all's upset this early, man. We just got up, man. There ain't no way they're that fucking negative. Like, if I see any negative comments this early, I'm knowing what's going on. Like, I'm gonna try to be positive on here today. If I see anybody coming in here this early negative, I know you're miserable. Like, we just getting up. Nice and early, yup. Gotta go to work later. 3:30. Well, actually 4, but working that night shift this week. Yes, sir. I'm telling you. They keep on trying to stop greatness like this shit ain't fucking moving. Come on. Keep on trying to stop greatness like this ain't a fucking one-man train. Like you're gonna stand in front of this bitch and it's gonna stop or something. Like stupid ass, you're gonna fly right out the way. Move. Move out the way before I push you down, rub your face in the carpet. Stupid. Y'all like that video I posted yesterday? I was looking at this guy I know, he's from yeah, he's from Kentucky too. And he does content and shit, and they've been hating on him. I'm gonna tell you this the backstory behind it though, of why I posted that short. Cause there's this guy, he's from Kentucky, and everybody's been hating on him. And like he started out like the man. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody knew who nobody was, and then now everybody started trying to make videos of making fun of this guy, Daryl Hinkle. Like so now there's been like 3 or 4 people that's gotten famous off of just acting like it's Daryl Hinkle with Hinkle Construction and just making like little stupid videos and shit making fun of the guy, right? But all these people are getting, monetized and known off of this man and shit. So I don't know. I was watching his shit yesterday and I just really felt like it pertained to me so much. I'm like, golly, like I feel you. Like, but yeah, it was pretty funny. It was definitely funny. But yeah, man, they've been well. Anyway, but back to what I was saying though. Long story short, the people done got him locked up and all types of shit off the internet. Like you got to think did 25 years in prison. He got out for manslaughter and a couple other things, and he's done changed his whole life around. He's doing good. And mind you, these people done sent threats to him and everything on the internet. Well, they done got him locked up. You know, they done got him in trouble from sending threats and shit. And he ended up beating it, though. He ended up going to court, and the judge sided with him because they seen that, you know, all these people were making these fake videos of him and, like, really was on him. And he was just trying to do his own thing, making his own videos, and people were just in his lane. They ended up dismissing the case and shit because they seen what these people were doing to him and shit. But I found it hilarious. I was like, dang, I can relate to that a lot because I'm like, god damn, like, I feel him though. I just ain't as bloopy as he is, you know what I mean? It don't really matter that much to me like it does him because he's like 40 and 50 and he's letting it get to him. And this shit just, you know, you just can't let it get to you like that, bro. Like, when you turn up, that's just what comes with it, man. It's just what comes with it. It ain't no big deal. You know what I mean? If I didn't think this shit was coming 5 months ago, you know what I mean? I would have never started. I knew what time it was. I knew how the internet worked and what they were going to be on. You just can't let nobody stop you, man. The number one thing that's really going to piss them off and really keep them mad and really keep them just ready to fuck you up, just keep going, man. That's it. Don't never stop, man. Keep going. Keep going on them, man. When they feel like, you know what I'm saying, when you feel like they're going hard on you, step it up on them. Go 10 times harder on them. Make a t-shirt on them. Put them on a t-shirt. You know, whatever you got to do. Come on. That's my motivation. You get what I'm saying? I'm 502 ski. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm never gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. Like, I done told these people, man, it's over with. It's over with. Let him yap, yo. It's his channel, not yours. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was that big of a deal, shout out to Big Rex, Texas, matter of fact. Because like, if it was that big of a deal, you wouldn't be in here watching the whole time. It kills me how people be in here and they be like gay and stupid and trans and goofy and broke and this and that and the third. And it's like, but y'all sit in here for 2 hours and say that shit back to back. Knowing ain't nobody paying attention to y'all. So, like, who's the real goofy? Who's the real, you know what I mean? Like, if you sit in here for 2 hours and tell me how much of a goofy and shit I am, then, like, what's that make you? Like, I might be that goofy. But, like, for you sitting in here 2 hours with me, what's that make you? Come on. Because, like, that girl was with Goofy Dude Gito. But, like, since you're standing there with him, what's that make you? You get what I'm saying? Like, you only as good as the company you keep. Come on. You know what I mean? If I don't fuck with him, but I know you're in a relationship and I can't get to him, I'm coming to you. You know what I mean? If he's gonna hide and keep being pussy, I'm gonna come get your girl. You know what I mean? It's awful situation, but that's just a cold world, man, and that's how it works in this life, man. You can't put yourself out there and then run and hide. Because remember, you still got a girlfriend, you still got a mom, you still got a dad, you still got people out there. It ain't just you, remember. But with me, it's just me. It's just me. Like, what? What you gonna do? Go get my mom or my dad? No. You gonna do go get my granny? No. She ain't nowhere in the state. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all keep doing what y'all want to do. You can't do nothing to me. I'm by myself. Remember, I'm dolo. I came in this world on my own. Parents and everything's gone. Where you gonna look up? What you gonna get? Come on. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Who's all tapping in with us this morning, man? It's early. I gotta go to work later. I ain't got time to play around too long. I just wanted to get on here and tap in, see what everybody was on. Come on. Come on. I like when I come in here early because I ain't got to worry about all the meth heads and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're still asleep. They went to bed at like 8 in the morning. They're still asleep. They don't get up till like 3 in the afternoon, 2 in the afternoon. So I just go live early and avoid all the meth heads. Keep going. Okay, keep going. Yeah. He said meth heads don't have time zones. Damn, you must have been around too many meth heads in your life. Meth heads got a time zone like a motherfucker. Anytime that sun's up, they ain't outside. Come on. They run in the dark. I live in a goon's life and run in the moonlight. 100 bricks in the dark will turn a room white. Come on. They said, what kind of paper are those? These are mango papers. Oh, damn, I don't think they got meth heads in Australia, do they? Australia, you get caught with meth over there and they're going to give you 20 years. Hell no. I mean, if I ain't mistaken, I think if you kill somebody over there, they give you 100 years. It ain't like that where I'm from. Hell, where I'm from, you kill somebody and get 10 years. It's awful here. Everybody's doing it. Australia got meth heads too? Damn. That's crazy. I didn't think they'd have meth heads over there like that. Damn. Are you from Australia? I'd like to go to the Outback. Come on. What up, John? What's going on, John? Just seen John tapped in. What's the word? He said, yeah, they called bogans. Damn. I just learned something new today, man. That's crazy. He said we got crackheads too. Hold on, let me go back up. Damn, they said we. Damn, see, I learned something new every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm always open to new things, man. You know what I mean? If you're always too good, you'll never learn nothing. Come on, I learn something new every day. I thought Australia was the good country, man. I thought that's where everybody, like, if I tried to go to Australia, they'd definitely tell me no. They'd look at my background. I'd be surprised if they let me go to Africa, to be honest. They're gonna look at my background and be like, oh, yeah, you sell drugs? Oh, yeah, you got this charge? Oh, yeah, you used to be a thief too? Oh, yeah, well, hell no. Yeah, they're gonna definitely be, oh, God, no. They said, don't smoke too much. You were killing yourself, bro. Hell yeah, man. But this is just God's green herb on God's green earth. John said he's just killing time at the job, just trying to waste Monday away. Just get it over with. That's it. I feel that. Hell yeah. I hear that. I got to go to work at 4. They said, where you from? I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. Let's go. We're in the building. Yup, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. We're in the building, man. What do you know about Saudi Arabia? Shit. I don't know nothing about Saudi Arabia. Aren't y'all don't y'all got money down there? Ain't y'all rich though? Yeah, I know y'all be wearing those things on y'all's head and y'all be out there in the sand dunes with snowboards and shit. I know that much. I know y'all got bread over there. Come on. Am I lying? Do I have the wrong perception? Like Dubai, okay, that's what I thought. Like, yeah, they definitely got that bread over there. Hell, you can't even spit on the street over there without going to jail. I seen that if you're in Dubai and you say cuss words out loud around like females or anything, they'll lock you up for it. I'm like, what? I could never go there. You get caught smoking weed or something in Dubai, oh, you're done. You're going straight to jail. And look at me on here just freely as fuck. Look, I know there'll probably be some Muslims that get on here and just look at me like I'm an idiot. And they be worse than I am. For sure. It's a rich country. Hell yeah, y'all got those things and like y'all fucking, yep. God has blessed that country, man. Their prayer is so strong over there. It's like they pray for money and it comes. Come on. The nastiest, but it's also the tallest building ever created. Damn, I never thought of that. They said they didn't have septic trucks. They had septic trucks pumping out the poop daily out of the Burj Khalifa. Because yeah, that does make sense though. Because if you think about it, there ain't no water like that out there. They're in the desert. What are you gonna do? Run sewers under the sand? Yeah, that's cool. You can do that. But what's gonna push it through? What's gonna push it through? It's always water that pushes shit through the sewers. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I bet they are just over pooping a storm and just throwing it out the window. Bury it in the sand. Fuck it. That's awful, man. I didn't think about that. Yeah, they ain't got water out there. I remember I was watching a documentary on Dubai and stuff, and they were saying how they had to have like water pools and stuff. How they would dig big holes in the desert and then line it with stuff, and then they'd go fill them up with big trucks and stuff. So then they would just have like, and there's also like places out everywhere in the desert. They have places like randomly where they've dug holes and filled them up with water and shit. There's also like water fountains and stuff and all types. I've done a lot of research on Dubai and all that stuff. I've watched a lot of documentaries. Like 20 years ago, that city wasn't even there like that. Like it was nothing for real. Like you could throw a rock from either end of it. And like that's how big it was. Now it's like fucking they got the biggest skyscraper in the world and not to mention it's like built on it's like sand but it's built around water too. It's kind of crazy for real. Like they built a city on that's how you know they got money though. I'd like to go to Dubai, but I just don't think I'd ever be able to go, man. I don't think they'd let me over there. A lot of times when you try to go to different countries, you got to go through all those things where they're like, sometimes you can just get a passport and roll, but other times, like if you're going to a different country, they want to question you and be like, what are you coming for? What are you here for? Blah, blah, blah. Have you ever been in any trouble? They look up your background, all that. But if they do let me go and I can't get a passport, I'm going to try to go get a passport so I can travel out the world. I've been just about everywhere in the United States, but I ain't really traveled out of the world. And I don't really see famous people or nothing. Like, I ain't never seen no famous people like that. Like, that shit don't happen to me because I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, you know? So it's like, we're in the trenches over here. We ain't nobody coming here for nothing. For what? You coming here for vacation? Fuck no. Unless you're coming to the Derby or something. Other than that, you ain't coming to Louisville. Scared to. You better not. For what? For what, man? There's people out here every day that when they wake up, they walk outside and they go stand on corners. They go stand in front of the corner store. They go stand in front of this store and they wait for people. They sit there and watch people all day. They look for the people in the suits and they look for people that looks like they're out of town. They're pulling up in nice cars and they sit outside these convenience stores and people are oblivious coming in here and they're not knowing they're not from here and they're pulling up to these little ghetto smoke shops and Here comes three dudes out from behind it with a mask. You know what I mean? And you don't have nowhere to go because you can't run because they're already on you and they're from here and they know the area. While one's coming up from the back, you know, the other two's walking around the front and you're looking at them, not even paying attention to the guy behind you. It's like, it's a ruthless place, man. I promise you, like, they got people here all day long that are broke, that don't work a job, and they sit around Churchill Downs and they sit around where they hold the Kentucky Derby and they sit around all these smoke shops and they wait for people to pull up and they rob you. Like, it's simple as that. Like, you're going to come up off of whatever it is. Like, and don't think you're going to call the cops. Them people have houses everywhere in the hood. They're in their own neighborhood. They got 6 people they could run to. You know what I mean? All they got to do is hop 2 fences and they're gone while you're sitting there with no phone or nothing because they done ran off. It's terrible here. I can't wait to leave. Hell yeah. They got me one time. I got robbed one time walking down 18th Street. Boom, caught my ass. 3 dudes. I shouldn't have tried. I tried to go in the smoke shop and cash a check. I left. I started walking up the street. 2 of them was on this side of the street. One of them was on my side of the street. He was like, yo, hey, hey. So I stopped, not thinking nothing of it, like an idiot. I should have kept walking and acted like I didn't know him because I didn't have no gun. I didn't have nothing on me. I was in a halfway house. I had just got out of jail not too long ago. Yeah, they got me though. Like, the guy walked up behind me. He was like, "Hey, I ain't from here. Can you tell me how to get to so and so?" And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, it's just right down the street to the right or something." I remember saying that, and I turned around and started walking. When I turned around and started walking, he reached with his 2 fingers like that in my back pocket, like he was really just gonna take my wallet out of my back pocket. But I didn't see the other 2 people over here on the other side of the street. They were flanking me. They were coming from both sides. I didn't see them yet. So as soon as I felt him reach in my pocket, I turned around and swung. Boom, I connected though. And I seen it stumbling because now his hands were nowhere near me. Like he stumbled a good foot when I hit him. But as soon as I hit him, it's like them other dudes was on me. They come from and those were the 2 big dudes. They sent the littlest guy to come up and try to like actually initiate the robbery, which was crazy. Like, I thought that was dumb. It should have been the 2 guys walk up. But anyway, surprisingly, and none of them had a gun. I just knew they had a gun. Duh, if you're out here robbing people, you gotta have a gun because, like, y'all are lucky as fuck I didn't have one. But anyway, long story short, boom, he reached in my pocket. He grabbed the wallet. But when I swung, the wallet did come out. Like, he almost had it out. It fell on the ground. I swung, hit him, bam, caught him. It knocked him like probably a foot or 2 back. And that's when his other people was like, bing, bing, bing. They just started crushing me. There was like 3 of them. But I was holding my own for real. I hit like 2 or 3 of them, right? And I turned around like this and was trying to like put my hands out to get them to, you know what I'm saying? So I could see who all was there because I couldn't tell who it was. I just seen people binking me, bing, 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 you know? And then, yeah, so the little one grabbed the wallet up off the ground. I watch him as I'm dodging hits and shit. I'm doing like this and shit, trying to move my way out. And fucking, I see him grab the wallet. But by then, I'm already flurrying. I've done backed my way out now, and I'm up. So now all 3 of them's in front of me, and I'm not squirming. You know what I mean? I'm up. Boom! I start rushing them. As soon as I did that, they ran. Phew, and took off. I started chasing them. I'm on their ass too. They throw the wallet. Boom, like that, because they knew I was on them. You ain't outrunning me. I was right there with them. They threw the wallet up like that. As soon as they threw it, I seen my ID and shit fly out, and I stopped. And that's what made me stop chasing them. I grabbed the wallet. They took the money out. I had probably like 280 or something in there, 300 or something. They grabbed that. They didn't take my social. They didn't take my ID. They didn't take the other money I had put in there. I had a couple $100 bills stashed off in an easy spot. They didn't get that from me, but they sure did rob the shit out of me. That's the only time I ever got. Hell yeah, I was sick too. I was looking for him. I ran back to the halfway house and I went and told everybody. I'm like, man, they just robbed me down the street. I don't know who it was. Some people from 18th. They were right there at the liquor store. I'm saying it was some black dudes, whoever they was. I don't know who they was, but they got me. This was a while ago though, you know what I mean? This was a long time ago. But yeah, that was yeah, there was a halfway house, John, right there on 22nd and Jefferson. I was staying at that halfway house. It's called Our Father's House. You might have heard of it. You might have not heard of it. But yeah, I was staying right there. I just got out of jail not too long. And it's right there on 22nd and Jefferson, and there's a liquor store right there on 18th. But I know not to go to that liquor store, but the reason that I was at that liquor store was because they cash checks there. The little Arab people cash checks, and I had just started. I'm coming out of jail. I'm probably only making like fucking $12 an hour. I'm just trying to get a job somewhere to get the PO and everything off my ass. And so it wasn't nothing but like a $300 check or something. But yeah, I sure did just cash that motherfucker, and they smacked me. I think that's what it's called. It's that one that's right there on the corner. It's got like a greenish color to it. You come up 18th, it'll be on your left, and then you got the halfway house on up on your left, and going towards like 20th and 30th and Muhammad River Park and all that. Like, yeah, this was probably about 10 years ago, though. I was just getting sober. I didn't have a gun or nothing on me. They got me. I tried to chase them down, but I held my own for real. You know, I was scraped up right here and stuff. They didn't really hit me in my face at all, is what's crazy. That's how I knew they were soft. That's what told me they were soft right there, and that's why I really started crushing them. Because I'm thinking, like, why am I not getting hit in the face? Like I said, when he reached in my pocket, I turned around and stole him. Bam, that got him off me. But the other two started hitting me from behind in the back of my head and shit. But I'm thinking, why am I not getting uppercutted? You know what I mean? Why is nothing hitting right here? You know? And that's when I stood up. I done got, so now I'm seeing what's going on. And they're like, seen, we all made eye contact. They seen it in me, though. I started flurrying them. Bing, 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 bing. And the big dude was the first one to run, is what's crazy. Yeah, they already had my wallet, so of course they ran. The only thing they wanted was money. They're not here to sit here and turn around and fight with me. Like, they're broke, they're hungry, they just wanted money and they were out. They got it. They handled me rough. It is what it is. That's the only time I ever took a loss like that. They fucked my ass up, but I knew they were soft, and you got to think, I knew they were riding the bus. I looked for these people for months after that. Mind you, not to mention, I'm dead sober. I'm in a halfway house, so just to give you a little bit about the background. Hey, my people, we been crazy. We don't need the drugs. We be dead sober and crazy. What do you mean? I just told you I was in a halfway house and whooped up on them. Whooped up on them. We don't need drugs to turn up around here. We're like that regardless, dead sober. Anyway, long story short, I was in that halfway house for another 6 months after that. So I had to walk those streets every day. You get what I'm saying? I got to walk the meetings. I got to do this. I got to do that. It's court ordered. Like, if I don't do it, they're going to lock me up. So, mind you, I'm in the hood every day after that. I went back to that store the next day. You know, it was like I had to. That's the only store around like that. Like, I'm on foot. I'm going there. I don't give a fuck about these people. I never seen them people again, though. And mind you, this time I'm ready. I got a knife on me, right? Because I can't carry the gun because I'm in a halfway house. So I got the knife on me. So at this time, I'm not worried about nothing now because I know what time it is. Like, I'm going to gut everybody, you know? And I'm like that. Like, if I had the knife, it's over. I'm good. If I'd have had it then, I'd have cut him all in his neck. And it would have just, you know what I mean? The first one, as soon as I'd have felt him reach, he would have been done. But, and then the other two would have ran. For sure. For sure. That's why I always say there could be three of them, but if you just give it to that one person real good, damn, they're just try to kill him out there. His other homies will take off running. They ain't gonna do nothing to you, man. They see that they see the biggest one drop. You know what I mean? Their toughest one. The other two will get up out of there. I promise. Especially if you got a knife and you're fucking swinging that thing at necks. You know what I mean? They'll get up through. I promise. But yeah, long story short, that was a little story time, man. That was the only time that I fucking. I'm lying. There was one more time when somebody pulled off on me. I was going to sell a half ounce, and somebody fucking pulled off on me. But other than that, that was it, man. Shit, I ain't never got robbed or nothing. I stood tall out here, man, for years selling weed. Yeah, they got me a couple times here and there. Everybody takes a loss, man. If you ain't took a loss before, then you just ain't been out there like that in any positions to take a loss. You know what I mean? If you've never took a loss, then I'm knowing what type of person you are. And that's okay to be that type of person. I'm just saying, if you ain't took no losses, man, and you only know what it's like to win, you're in for a rude awakening. Like, one day, I don't know when. I'm just saying, one day. I'd rather know what it's like to lose at a young age. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about it the other day. I don't want to be 60 years old out here and be losing or 60 years old and just figure out about drugs and end up getting hooked on them or pain pills. I'm glad I was 15 and 20 when I had to learn about what drugs do to you, and like if you keep doing these, you're gonna have them forever, and like it'll make you steal shit and do shit, that you wouldn't originally do to people. Like if I would have known all that, I would have never started, right? But I'm glad that I, you know, learned when I was younger. So now here I am 31 and I'm already past all that. I know better. Like it's all behind me. I'd hate to have to not even have known about that and live my whole life and then be out here at 45 years old when I decide I'm established and got a kid and I'm paying on this house or something. And then here I go dibbling and dabbling in pain pills and lose everything or something. I mean, that's what happens to people a lot. I see it. I see 50-year-olds under the bridge holding signs. I'm just glad I could have, went through the roughest and the toughest of life at the young age. Like, fuck going through it when I'm older. Like, I learned real fast. I didn't have no choice but to learn real fast. Yeah, he definitely ran off. Well, I had been dealing with this dude for like a month or 2 months. And a lot of times, like, I would sell to so many people I wouldn't know who was pulling up. I don't know. Like they'll be like, "This is so and so, you remember?" And I'll be like, "Yeah," and don't remember who the fuck it is. And I was getting high back then, so I damn sure didn't remember you. So I would have random people call my phone all the time, and they'd be like, "Yo, I'm so and so's people. Can I come through and get this?" And I'd just be like, "Yeah, come on." It could have been the cops so many times. I don't know how. I mean, I did end up getting popped 2 or 3 times on down the road, but yeah, he pulled up. I've been dealing with him for a minute. He was an old dude. He knew I was coming through the window. I'm not gonna let you pull off with it and me not try to, you know what I mean? But I'm noticing when he pulled up that he's got his kid with him. He never has his kid with him. He never has a kid in the back seat. I didn't even know he had a kid, but he got a little girl in the back seat with him. So I'm suspicious right there. I'm like, why did you bring? Everybody knows like don't bring no kids. I always tell people that was one thing I was smart about. Don't bring no kids with you. Cause like if something went south and they was to pull up on us or anything, like that's a whole nother felony and these people don't look at that felony very well when you go to jail. Like contributing to the delinquency of a minor, endangering the welfare. Like, yeah, you don't want those type of charges. So I always knew better than to let anybody bring their kids to come get something off me, especially when you're coming to where I was living at. Because, like, I was having them pull straight up to the crib. I lived in an open field, and all I had was my neighbors right here, and that was it. I would have 50 to 100 people pull up every single day, and no more and no less. And they were coming back to back. Sometimes I would have to try to space them out and be like, yeah, wait 2 minutes, then come. Wait 3 minutes, and they still end up pulling all up at the same time. Still be 5, 6 motherfuckers outside, and I'd go from car to car to car. And it eventually got ruthless because I couldn't keep up with shit, and I started handing the phones to my friends. I was giving the phones to my friends, and then the people would pick up right, and they'd be like, "Yo, what's up, it's Jordan?" And then they'd be like, "Is Jordan there?" And they'd be like, "No, no, no," but they wouldn't want to ask, like, "Yo, I'm trying to come get this," and he'd be like, "No, what you need?" Like I got the phone now, like I'm gonna get you together, and they would already know, and then boom. So I set like 2 or 3 of my people up, and they're probably watching this right now. They know, and they can give word right now. I put everybody on in the neighborhood, everybody, multiple times. Even when they were fucking the bag up, I'd give them a half ounce, and they'd come back with 20 and 30 on it. And it's like as long as you're making something, I'm cool. I don't want to make nothing off you. I'm just trying to get it to where you make. But anyway, long story short, fucking the guy pulled up with the kid. And yeah, he was like, yeah, you got the half ounce. He's like, yeah, yep. So I'm in the window. He's like, let me see it. Boom, and boom, I let him see it. But I'm thinking like already the vibe was fucked up from the kid. So I'm thinking if I see him reach for the handle right here to pull this down, I'm gonna punch him hard too. And that's what he did. Sure enough, he looked just like that and grabbed that handle and pulled it down. And as soon as he did it, I hit him the hardest I've ever hit somebody. Wham! And it caught him too, because I seen him go off in the ditch and his car said shoop and then said shoop and came back up on the road. And he took off. And mind you, I had 2 of my homies right here. Both of them had guns on them. I didn't have mine. Mine was up at the house. Like it was a good 100 feet from me. There was no way I could run to it. So I'm telling my, yo, come on. they didn't even do nothing. And I'm glad they didn't, because I forgot that the kid was in the car and shit. But it's like, man, they all stood there with guns and didn't do anything. Didn't shoot or did, like, they were like, what? And like, it just, they knew what was happening, you know what I mean? Like, I was so mad at them for days after that. What's crazy is, though, I was doing it for somebody else. It wasn't even my shit. I was making a boom for somebody else, and they made me look stupid. The guy was standing there in the driveway. He was one of the ones with the gun. When I hollered for him, they didn't do shit. I was like, hell no, man. I wanted to cry. I was so mad that day. I swear to God, they were laughing and shit at me. They thought it was funny. I'm like, y'all gonna keep thinking that shit's funny, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of you with this gun. You think that shit's funny? Like, that's what I told them. They quit laughing, because, like, yeah, it ain't funny at all, because not only did I have to take that loss, but I had to pay up out of my shit, so I took a double loss. Like, dude got me, which got him. So then he's thinking that I might have got him. So if I didn't give him it right back out of my shit, he would have thought that I set it all up. You know what I mean? And like, I was just trying to get him got. So like, it made me look terrible, man. I hated that. I took a double loss. So instead of taking a $80 loss, I took 160. So yeah, that was retarded. And I never ran into him again. Anyway, I never seen that guy again. I don't know who he was. Like, he said that, he was a cousin or somebody to somebody I know. He knew what he was doing. He was smart. He called me up, and when he called me, he was like, I'm related to so and so or something. He told me to call you. I'm trying to get some smoke. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, yeah, what? Like, what do you need? And then, so I told him to come through. But I remember recognizing him, though, for like a month. I just didn't know what number he was calling from. But he played it slick. I think all along that nobody ever sent him to me. I think that he just got my number off somebody and was trying to set me up type shit. But anyway, long story short, like, I'm out of that. So it's like that didn't really have an effect on me, you know what I mean? There was days where, I would go re-up and have not a dollar in my pocket, and by the end of the day would have $700-800. There was a time where, and you gotta think, I started all that off of a quarter bag. I built up probably like $30,000 to $40,000 off of a quarter bag. And if anybody thinks I'm lying, hand to God, this is documented right now. And there's some homies on here that's probably watching. They watched me do it. That's all I ever did was just boom scales forever until I finally realized that this ain't gonna work. Like, this ain't gonna work. Like, yeah, it's cool. Like, I'm getting money here and there, but like, I always get popped or something always happens and I always fall backwards. And like, then I'm having to go get a front and like restart and all type. There had been 5 or 6 times where I had to start all the way over. And it was crazy because, like, mind you, I was starting from a quarter bag and went all the way up to pounds. But, that was in the past. That was when I was younger. That ain't nothing to really even be proud about. I just, you know what I mean? I really think it's funny that, like, the stuff they talk about, we lived. You know what I mean? The stuff they rap about, we lived, but we never mention it. But I finally got an outlet to talk about it, right? I finally got somewhere where I can talk about it now. And it's like hilarious to me, because then when you talk about it, they're like, oh, he's lying, oh, he's capping. No, brother, we lived this. For real, I was something like Pablo out here for a long time, I promise. Every time you see me, I had 6 or 7 people with me. You would have never got to me. You would have never got to me. Anywhere I walked around, even if it was just to the store, I had 7 people behind me. Everywhere we went. Oh yeah, we was rolling around, brother. Usually 7 to 10 people, we were deep everywhere, every day. All we did, we'd go to one garage and we would meet up. Everybody in the neighborhood, we'd meet up. One garage, and that's where we were. We never took losses. We ran everything. We ran the whole neighborhood. I mean, that's just how it was. And then once we were getting money, it's like the cops were on us. People were snitching and shit. Once the cops got involved, it was over. They were stopping me every time they seen me outside. They was beating me up. They was doing all types of shit. Hell yeah, it got to the point to where I would just have to run on them. Cause like they was already scaring me, you know what I mean? Like me and the cops don't get along. Like they're gonna beat me up if they see me. Like there'd been plenty times where I'm walking with a girl and had to leave her. You know what I mean? Had to leave her to sit there and I took off. And it's like, damn. Which mind you, I'm gonna call you, you know what I'm saying, after they leave and I come pick her up and shit. And it was all good. I always tell them, I always used to tell them, like, if I have to take off or something, you just, you stay here. You don't gotta, There've been a couple of times where they just took off running with me though. Fuck it, they were about it. I'm throwing them over fences. And I'm hopping over behind them. You know what I mean? On my granny. I ain't gonna lie about nothing, brother. He said you lying, man. I just get on here to talk about my past and my stories. You know what I mean? I can only tell you my hope, experience, and strength. You know what I'm saying? I can only tell you my trials and tribulations. Like I don't know what y'all been through. You get what I'm saying? Don't be mad because I'm on here talking about it and now you're upset. You feel what I'm saying? Because you feel like you ain't did nowhere near that. That's all right. It's okay. You don't have to go through that life to be in the same spot that I'm in. You get what I'm saying? Like, imagine me having to go through all this bullshit I'm talking about just to get to the same spot that you're at. You get what I'm saying? Let me get him out of here. Like, imagine me having to go through all this bullshit just for me to get to where you're at. So, like, who won? You or me? Exactly, you did. I had to go through all this dumbass shit and learn all types of hard ways and go to jail and do this and do that. You know what I mean? And what y'all didn't have to do none of that and got right here with me, so y'all won. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they're looking at it like you know what I'm saying, like that's a good thing that I had to go through all this, like they're not in the same spot in life that I'm at. You know what I mean? It didn't have to go through half of that. I don't understand, man. These people get on here and say you're lying for no odd reason. They said you didn't go to work. What you talking about? I go to work at 4 o'clock. I told you I'm on night shift this week. I told you I'm working double time. Come on. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. We're getting that bag. Look, they're upset already. We got them going. Anyway, we got hella motion right now. We're turned up. I'll just go ahead and... Appreciate y'all for tapping in. How did it go from 1 to 9, though? It went from 9 to, like, one person to 9. Like, knowing there's at least 12 to 15 people in here all the time. Like, stop it. Hell yeah, we got that motion on here though. What's going on, man? What's everybody on today? Let me catch up on some of these comments real quick. They listen, they be so mad. Yeah. That was funny, man. He said, on your granny, that's what someone says that has no friends. Oh, okay. Hey, let me ask you something though, brother. So let me ask you something. He said, that's someone that has no friends. So let me ask you something. So are you like 30 and 31 years old and you're saying that like you hang out with a bunch of people and you got a bunch of friends and stuff out here? I'm just wondering because if you're saying, yeah, like you just ain't figured out life. Dude said this is somebody that would say something like that has no friends. Like that was lame as shit. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I got a bunch of friends. Like I hang out with a bunch of people. Goofy ass dude, I'm 31 years old, man. I go to work, do the right thing, stay up out the way. You're upset about it, I see, for some odd reason. But yeah, man, we're in the building, man. It's all good. The haters are gonna hate. They always do. We're still going crazy. I know y'all seen that I tapped in with 1,400 people in 1 hour. Did anybody else see that or no? Nobody seen that shit. Somebody tell me like, nah, nobody seen that shit. Like nobody seen on my analytics or on my page that I tapped in with 1.4 thousand people on my last live. It was 1 hour long. And there was like 1,500. Nobody seen that, I'm guessing. All right. Ain't that a bitch? Oh, alright. Like, it is what it is. Like, oh, alright. Like, I've seen that, though. That's what I'm saying, see? Hold on, y'all. I ain't got time to fuck with y'all today, man. Look at him trying to post fake ass numbers and shit. Sissy, keep being mad, stupid. Hey, I've been having them so mad. Listen, brother, this shit is fucking wreck to me. This shit is comedy to me, bro. Y'all cannot do this. Like, I'm one of the ones that's gonna go back and forth with you and just have fun about it. Like, this is hilarious. The other day they was like, hey, that's what's funny though, y'all. The other day they was like, yeah, we're at the park. We're here to beat your ass. Where are you at? Then I'm like, yeah, all right. I said, all right, send a picture and let me know you're there with a selfie. And I'm on my way. I'm 6 minutes from that park. That's what I text them back. They send me a Google picture. I said, okay, I know who I'm dealing with. They got a picture off Google of the park and then sent it to me in the message. I said a selfie with you in it, sitting on the bench right there at the park, and I'll be on my way. That shit's hilarious, though. You know they ain't showing up. You know that, and I know that. You know what I'm saying? You know they ain't showing up. You know that, and I know that, man. But yeah, I just wanted to give them a chance, see if they would. That shit's hilarious to me. He was like, "Yeah, we're here now. Where are you at?" Blah blah blah. Tried to get me to go to the park, like I was gonna drive all the way from my crib where I'm at 20 minutes away and go to the park, right? Like I can't just make a call and have somebody look out their window and see if you're there. Stupid ass. We knew they wasn't there. They're upset about it. All they can do is post a number, man. If that's all y'all got, that's sad. That's sad, man. They be worried about Jordan, though. They worry about 502 Ski. Believe that. I don't even know why I let him. Hold on, let me get him up out of here, too. He was definitely one of the haters. I forget about him. Look, see ya. Go stand in the corner, stupid. Now put your nose in the corner. Go play swords with your homeboys. Go hold their hands while you're in there, goofy. Plus, I'm getting ready to go make a hell of a bag here in a minute. At 3:30, I'm skating. I'm going to work. I'm going to make this bag double time. You know what time it is. They called a real contractor like me, a real grown man, you know what I'm saying? A real all American thoroughbred like me to come handle the job and get it done. You know what time it is. I stay coming to finish the job. I'm like an assassin. Whenever they want somebody to finish the job, who you think they call? Come on. Because they can't trust y'all dumb motherfuckers to put the shit together right and get it done and get up out of there. Look, there go my alarm right there telling me, yo, this bag's calling you. Hurry up, get up. Look, see, I thought that I wasn't going to be up before 12. But you got to think, man, I'm an early bird. I get the winner first. I'm always up. Come on. Come on. That was the bag calling right there. They said, hey, where are you at? We're looking for you. We need you. Bring your tape measure. Come on. And some of y'all can't even read a tape measure. That's what's awful. They got the nerve to call me zesty and they can't even read a tape measure. That's terrible. I swear to God, you'd be surprised. I got a couple dudes with me now that work with me, and they can't read a tape measure, which is all good. They don't gotta know how to read the tape measure. I'm the one that's gotta know how to read it, so it's all good. I don't, I don't never mention it to them. I never say, "What, you can't read a tape measure?" I'm not gonna do that to them, but I know they can't read a tape measure. Because somebody that can read one and that knows what they're doing on the job will automatically be able to tell if you know what's going on or not within the first 5 minutes of you being on the job. They said take your medication. I don't take any medication. I've never in my life took medication, even when I probably should have took medication when I was a badass little kid and couldn't fucking do right in school and shit. Maybe I should have took medication. Maybe I would have actually fucking succeeded a little bit better than what I am now, you know? He said working at a food bag. What? Man, my job you couldn't do. No, I think I'm at the, you know what, I'm probably at Kentucky Lottery. Good luck trying to get in there, y'all. That's awful. They got guards like this with guns in the back of there. Good luck with that. Yeah, I'm the YouTube assassin. You got it right. You see, the YouTube assassin, brother. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for noticing. Come on. We're in the building. They said, how many nuggets can you eat at once? Probably like 10. Probably like 10 of them all at once. 10 of them, that's 5 sets. Yeah, probably like 10 of them. That's 5 sets, brother. You telling me you couldn't eat 5 sets of nuggets? It's like, goddamn, 2 sets. Y'all got 1 set of nuggets in your mouth all day long, and y'all don't complain about that. Y'all finish that, y'all don't even use no sauce with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got my set of nuggets in y'all's mouth all day long, so you know what I mean? Look at it, I'm trying to post it. Get on out of here, goofy dude. We'll see you later. Deuces. Corner. Corner. I'll be on there playing games with them and shit. Turn them up, though. They're upset. Don't be mad at the Mickey hat. Shut up. Damn, who was that? Yeah, y'all got a set of nuggets in y'all's mouth all the time. Got the nerve. Got some nerve. They're upset, man. That's a damn shame y'all are that upset. They said waste of time in this boring gay video. Bye. Look, I appreciate you for watching. Thanks for tapping in. Yes, sir. We're turned up. We got motion, man. We figured we'd get on here early, too. Come on. He said it is super boring. Cute hat. I appreciate that. Yes, we're turned up. We are turned up, man. Thanks to the haters. Shout out to y'all, man. Maybe I should start this live over. We was turned yesterday, man. That was crazy. I peaked at 67. That's nuts, man. I need to get back to that, man. That's what I need. Look, there's Goofy, dude. Let me get him up out of here too. You can't come in here with a little kid picture and think you're just gonna sit around and chill. Like, get on out of here. You look like you're about 7. Where's the haters at, man? I don't see too many of them. Fuck, we put 20 people in the corner every single live. Golly. It don't stop. Like, good grief, y'all ain't gonna have an account left. Gosh. 24 in them at this point. They get to say one thing from one account and then they get banned. That's awful, man. I know it gets on their nerves. They bombard the chat with nonsense. He said, I swear a whole bunch of meaningless shit that like ain't doing nothing but turning me up. Ain't doing nothing but giving me comments and giving me more views and giving me more watch hours and helping me to get monetized. Like, you would think if you hate me that bad and you're that mad at what I got going on, you wouldn't keep commenting and pushing me forward to get me to that 1,000, threshold. Because, like, once I do, I'm getting monetized and YouTube will be paying me. Like, you would think that you'd try to keep me away from that, but fuck no. They're pushing me fast as fuck right towards it. Goofy ass. They said I put your information on the dark web and you don't got my information because there ain't nothing linked to me. What, you got my full name? That's cool. That's on Facebook. Like, that ain't nothing that I'm trying to hide. What are you talking about? My Facebook's set to public. Anybody can go look at it. You got my name? You can't even get an address on me, but got my full name. That's terrible. You can't even get an address on me, but got my full name. That's what's really awful. 507 Camden Avenue ain't my address, buddy. Y'all thought y'all had the ups. I knew that was what was coming next. Yeah, it's not my address. Good try, though. He's gone. And then they can keep posting the number. That ain't no big deal. Nobody even calls. They can't even talk to me. You know what I mean? They got to send a text through, and then they just send some bullshit. Goofy. They can call, but, I won't pick up. Come on. We're in the building, though. We stay with motion, and that's what they're upset about. You get what I'm saying? But I could never stop, man. We're on the way to the top. It gets lonely up there. That's what I've heard. They say, why so many haters? It's the same person. It's the same dude that comes in from multiple different accounts, brother. Don't worry about it. Come on. We're going crazy. That's what comes with the internet. You know what I mean? That's what comes with this shit. You haven't noticed yet? Anybody's chat you go in, you're gonna see hate. Nothing but hate. It's a bunch of goofies on the internet. Like, what do you expect? Duh. Like, I'm turned, man. That's what comes with it. We're here. We're in the building. We ain't stopping, man. So one man wrecking ball. Come on. Like, we're in the building. It's over from here on out. They know it and I know it. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Come on. 6'7". Fuck you talking about. 6'7". 6'7", bitch. 6'7". Like I said, fuck you talking about. 6'7". They said you should do a stream with Dumpstar. Who's Dumpstar? Who's Dumpstar? I'm gonna do a stream with them. Come on. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for some people to go live with. I'm definitely looking for some people to turn up with. Yeah, like if anybody wants to go live and they already go live, yeah, I'll go live with them. Yes, I will. He said if any one of the people I know used the word goofy in a sentence, wouldn't be my fucking friend anymore. Well, that's kind of lame. There's a lot of people that say goofy. You're one of them. You know what I mean? Guess you hate your own self, stupid. Acting like you ain't ever said goofy in your life or something. Like you're retarded as fuck saying that, goofy. I guess you ain't friends with yourself, stupid. You probably hate yourself anyway, whatever. Yeah. Yep, motion at 20 viewers. Yep, we just had 1,400 views last live. Don't even worry about it. You don't believe me? Go look at my numbers, stupid. We do 6 and 700 every single live. 5 and 600 people every single live. Go look at my numbers, Bubba. We just did 1,400 views with 1,500 comments. Don't worry about it. With 11 subs. Come on, we've been going crazy at this point. I don't even have nothing to say to y'all no more. Like, I should even, like, just stop going back and forth with the haters and the goofies at this point. But yeah, like, we're here. We're in the building. Come on. They're upset about it. Yeah, I swear it got them upset. I don't know why they get so mad, though. I'm not understanding. Like, I mean, you would think that they would have their own life going on and shit and have their own shits, you know? I don't know. They're upset. They're upset as fuck. I don't know what's going on with them. It's hilarious to me though. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? We're gonna post this number and then nobody calls. It's a damn shame, man. Man, Christy said track him down and do an interview. Ha ha. Will, what do you mean he's in Earth? I know where he's at. He's over in Manchester, man. It's Daryl Hinkle. Hinkle Construction, man. Go look him up on YouTube and Facebook. Daryl Hinkle. He just got out of prison. He was in there for about 20 years on a manslaughter and something else and ran over a police officer and all types of other shit he did. He just got out though. Y'all go check him out, man. He's from Kentucky as well. He ain't from Louisville, but he's from right outside of it. He's from Manchester. But yeah, his crazy ass is out and about too. He just got out, ran over a cop, got into a shootout, did some whole other shit, and yeah, go follow him though. Somebody said I'll send him back to prison. I bet you will. Rat ass narc. Snitch ass narc. Rat ass whore. Hell yeah. They said, do you? I hate cops. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta think though, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, where it's a whole different scenario with the police down here. You've seen it all over the news. Anybody around the world heard about Louisville, Kentucky with the Breonna Taylor and the cops ran straight in that girl's and shot up everything moving and killed that girl and everything. And like the police, all they do around here is beat you up and kick your door in and shoot at you. And they've already killed two people I know. Plus, they killed that girl that wasn't doing nothing. She worked for the city and everything. Like, fuck the police, man. They don't protect and serve shit in Louisville, Kentucky. They beat you up. They take money and shit from people that they bust them with. They'll take your drugs and leave and let you go. They're grimy as fuck around here, man. They've been nothing but corrupt. You can do your research, look it up on Google or anywhere you want to. Look up Louisville, Kentucky Police Department. First thing that's going to pop up is how corrupt they are and how many investigations that they've had. And you're going to see all types of interviews and documentaries on the police here and how, yeah, like nobody does nothing about it. They just do what they want. He said, you lying. Well, I mean, all you got to do is look it up on Google. That's all you gotta do, stupid. Just go look up Louisville, Kentucky Police Department, and you're gonna see how corrupt. And you're gonna see all the documentaries and how they were busting people all of 2016 and 2018, and that none of the money was getting reported. It was like every year that they were putting in millions of dollars into the they were putting in millions of dollars into the evidence room and stuff like that was getting processed through the state. But there was 2 or 3 years where there was like $100,000 that got processed when there should have been 5 and 10 million that year they got. So they were just pocketing a whole bunch of money and shit and doing a bunch of grimy shit, and people were beating their cases. Kentucky's got one of the highest percentages of a non-conviction rate. Like the feds don't got a 98% rating conviction rate here. Like we beat the shit out of them every time. Period. Ain't nobody that I know who's gonna get them. He said I just sent him to 507. Well, that's good. We're in the building. What's the word, man? We got 8 people in here. We got motion back. I might start it over, man. We got 9 people. Let's go, man. If y'all are watching this and you're new to the channel, make sure you turn me up. Show some love. Hit that sub. We've been going crazy lately. We've been doing thousands of views, getting hella subscribers, man. If you're watching this and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We got all the goofers in the house with us right now. Everybody's in here at once, man. They're turning us up. We got the goofies. We got the haters in the house. If y'all are watching this and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yes, sir. Come on. He said, fuck the consequences. Have all you jumping fences. See, I've been dumb. Repping where I'm from. When I get it, it's calm. Postman, job done. That's that Boosie. Boy, y'all don't know nothing about that. Look, somebody said sub. See, we need more people like Scala Vibes. Like, shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Man, see, that's what I'm saying. We got all types of haters, man. They know they can't break the skin, man. I'm too solid for this shit. I'm like steel. Like, ain't nothing you're gonna say is gonna get to me. I'm doing good in real life. I'm racked up. Yup, I'm gonna go get some bands now. Go to work. Be a normal functioning member of society. Pay them taxes and get them racks. Believe that. That's what they're upset about. That's what they're mad about. They're mad because in 6 months, I turned all the way up on YouTube. And I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And I'm almost monetized in 6 months, 7 months, my fault. Maybe a little over 7 months, but we still been going crazy and it didn't take us no time to get here. Man, shout out to Scholar Vibes. I appreciate that, man. I always recognize the real ones. I always recognize the positivity and the people showing love when they're in the chat because I get so much hate and so much goofies and so much retards, like a whole bunch of big, dumb, stupid, goofy, ignorant retards in my chat. Like, and they're dead broke. Come on. They're dead broke or they wouldn't even be here right now saying shit. Come on. Like, I'm in the building. I'm doing too good. I'm going to go to work in a second, make double time. I don't even work night shift, but guess what? 4 days of night shift mean double work. That means we're getting bands, okay? I'm waiting till Friday. Don't even worry about it. Be in a hurry about it. You know what I'm saying? Get off my dick. Get off my nuts. I got the haters so mad at this point, it's unreal. And we're tapping in live from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm an all-American thoroughbred at that. I understand why they're upset. We got a bag of coal for Christmas and turned it into diamonds. I mean, everything I touch turns to gold. I piss excellence when I wake up in the morning. You know what I mean? I don't care about what a hater says. I said I piss excellence. You know what I mean? That's all there is to it, brother. I mean, everything I touch turns to gold. I'm an all-American thoroughbred. Just call me Mr. Kentucky Derby if you want to. I don't give a damn. We're here. We're in the building. We ain't going nowhere. It's a one-man train, a wrecking ball. You get in the way, we run you over. And that's it, and flatten you. You see the shirt? If you don't see it, I'm going to read it for you. It says, some days you feel like you're surrounded by idiots. Other days you realize it's not just some days. Come on, it's every day that I'm surrounded by goofies and idiots and retards. I wore this shirt just for y'all. I really need to get 502 printed right here at the top of it. Quote it, though. Some days you feel like you're surrounded by idiots. Other days you realize it's not just some days. Come on. Look at them in the chat trying to post fake numbers and shit, upset about it. Ah, corner. Come on. Corner. Woo. Corner, bitch. They keep trying to slip it in there, but they can't. Come on. Ain't nobody calling. You see it. The shit would be ringing right now. Goofy, stupid, dumb, retard. You know you're dusty, musty, crusty, rusty. You know you're dead broke. Come on. Gito over mad as fuck behind the screen. We already had him delete his YouTube. That man ain't left me alone since. He's sick. Tried to act like he got banned. Sent me a $190,000 fake screenshot. I said, this dude's a real goofy. Anyway, though. Tried to tell me speak lightly on his name. Fuck you, baby Jesus. You got me fucked up. Go get you some L'Oreal before you even talk to me and go cut your hair. You and your girl be putting both y'all's hair up in pigtails. Y'all be having hair days on Friday and shit. I seen. Like, one of y'all have a bun, the other has a bun. She has pigtails, you put yours in pigtails. Like, come on, man, don't lie. We seen you, goofy dude. I can't help it. You got all that sugar in your tank, and now you're mad at me about it. Come on. We got motion. We're turned up. We're in the building. Don't give a fuck. Come on. Come on. That man's hair is thirsty as shit. I wanted to dump a bucket of water on his head so bad. Thirsty hair having motherfucker. If you don't get out here and put some L'Oreal on your shit, had the nerve to get on here and go live like he wasn't a nerd. He hurried up and got off YouTube. I looked on there for 2 days and his shit was gone. I said, okay. He couldn't handle the heat. He flew out the kitchen. It's all good, though. I got tired of hearing him, bitch. Come on, I'm on the way to 800, bro. I appreciate the support, man. I really could just, I'm not trying to be cocky with it, and I hate to be like this, but you know what, bro? Like, I'm trying to piss them off. The worst that they've ever been. You know, they can post my number and do all that little dumbass shit, man. Look, all I gotta do is get this shit changed, but ain't nobody been calling, so I'm like, what's the point? You get what I'm saying? But long story short, man. Oh, man, I need to answer this real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let's see how. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Had to get that brittle. Had to get that chittle. Okay, let's go. Mm-hmm. They're mad at me. Don't give a fuck. Call me your majesty. Get it up. This is a tragedy. They're mad as fuck. Anyway, we're back, man. We're in the building. John said, bro's on the way to 800. That's a fact. And I did this shit in less than a year, man. I'm on my way to get monetized, man. I don't care what they say, man. We're on the way. Super chats and memberships is coming on everything. Super chats, memberships is coming, man. Get in the building while you can because, like, for too long, it's going to be too late. Wendy, what's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in. Yes, sir. We need everybody and anybody we can get. We ain't too worried about what they got going on. You feel what I'm saying? We're worried about what I got going on. I'm in my lane. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in their lane. You get what I mean? Like, I'm in my own lane. I don't mention them. I'm not worried about what they got going on. Why they so worried about what I got going on? Why they always in my shit and in my lane and, like, they don't leave, you know what I mean? They don't leave ever, but they sit there and say, yo, he's gay and he's this, he's that, he's lame, he's goofy, he's broke, he's this. But like y'all steady watch me every time I'm on here. You know what I mean? Y'all are big fans of me and I appreciate that, brother. Y'all are too worried about my life and everything I got going on. It's all good. Just admit it. You look like a goofy. That's why you won't say a name, or the haters won't come in here from a name or anything. They know better. They'll look stupid as fuck, but we know who it is. We know who it is. Gito Watson and do it, but really it's Gito is the main one. He's the main one that comes in here from all the bots. You seen him when he went live. He had 3 different phones. All of them's government iPhones. I've already looked up the locations. I already seen that they were government iPhones. He was sitting in there from the cell phone shop all day long where he lives at. He lives at the same place he works at. He sleeps at the same place he works at. We all seen him on live sitting there selling phones in his little ski jacket, ugly as fuck, looked like the Goodwill gave it to him. You know what I mean? We all seen him. He had 3 phones sitting right there in front of him, and all of them were government iPhones. He sells phones all day for $12 an hour. Probably gets commission and gets $3 a phone. The man makes about $80 a week. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I see that's why he's mad at me. I see that's why he's trolling, and that's why he comes in from all 3 of his different phones from, and he's got that little app where it runs the bot thing, and he can automatically send messages, and he don't even have to be hitting the button or anything. It's like an AI bot type deal. You know what I mean? That's how you see all these fake accounts and all that shit. He's got to pay for it, basically. But yeah, we're in the building, man, and they're worried about me, and I don't know why, but we're gonna keep on going live and keep on turning up and keep on going crazy and keep putting them in the corner until they're sick of it. You know what I mean? I'm never sick of it. I do this daily. Like, I'm on a mission right now. This is my job. This is my occupation at this point. Come on. I'm on a mission right now. I ain't got time to fuck with them. Come on. At this point, this is my occupation. See, they ain't on a mission. They're just here to hate and like be unrelevant and like be irrelevant. Fuck you talking about? Like, they're just goofy dudes at that, I promise you. They're just worried about what I got going on. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, eventually you got to worry about what you got going on for you fuck around and be under a bridge. For you fuck around and be on the street because you're so worried about 502 ski that you can't even pay a bill or go to work. We're in the building though. We're turning up. Anyway, we got 8 people, man. I might start it over in a second. I gotta get off here in a minute because I'm gonna go make this money and then I gotta go to work. Y'all seen I had to answer his call. I ain't got time to fuck with y'all. Come on. Yes, sir. We're in the building though, man. If y'all's watching this and you're new to the channel, make sure you show some love. Hit that sub button. We're gonna start it over in a second because eventually I'm gonna be off here for good and it's gonna be curtains. Yeah, we don't even play with them anymore. We just 86 them. Quick as a motherfucker, too. I know they're upset. 86 them at this point. Yes, sir. That's funny to me. They be all in my lane, and I don't even be worried about what's going on with them. Like, I don't even look up their YouTube or click on anything about their YouTube, and they're just like heavily on my dick, though. That should tell you everything you need to know. Why are they on his meat so bad? Like, why has he got all this motion? Why are they so mad at him and he's just a person like everybody else is? That should tell you everything you need to know, right? That's why I don't mind the hate. That's why I think it's hilarious. I feel great, man. They got to quit putting the cables on me and amping me up. They think that hate's doing something and I'm loving it. I'm feeding off of it. I'm like needing more right now. Like, hurry up. Like, I'm knowing where it's coming from. A deep dark place, you know what I mean, of misery and pain and just ugliness and goofiness and you know what I mean? We're here, man. I feed off of it. I love it, man. I'm that type of guy, man. I know that why they're hating. You know what I mean? People looking from the outside in start to think, like, why is everybody so worried about him? Why are they so mad at what he got going on? Like, who is this guy? Like, he's just a regular person like everybody else. Why are they so And then they start looking at you like the goofy, like, because then when they watch me, they're like, oh, he's all right dude. He's a cool dude. He's a normal dude. Like, what's wrong with these people? But they start realizing y'all's just haters. Y'all's mad. Y'all's upset at the situation you're in, and you're looking in on my situation and comparing. And that's what's got you all bent out of frame. You know what I mean? It's okay. You can do this too. I guarantee if you could go live and you had a profile like I did, half of y'all wouldn't even be in here trolling. You'd be worried about your own shit and trying to build your own thing and do your own thing and be in your own lane and get your own chains and your own change. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you're in here worried about what I got going on in my lane and watching me, and that's lame. And then you watch me and you're a big fan of me and then go turn around and do what I do and say what I say in other people's chat. And then, pertain what I got going on and what I do and how I act into your life. And then act like you're like that. You know what I mean? Nah, I see what's going on. I always see what's going on, man. I've already caught it happening to it for a couple different goofies. Saying what I say, doing what I do. All of a sudden, everybody puts everybody in the corner now. All of a sudden, everybody goes to now everybody's saying put him in the corner. It was timeout from before I got on here. Everybody go to timeout. Nah, put him in the corner now. You know what I mean? Now everybody's going in the corner. Now everybody's saying put him in the corner. It's like, all right, but they know where it started too. Ski, come on, put him right in the corner. Hello. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I'll probably start this live over because the motion's probably a little bit down right now. We've already been on here for a little while, so yeah, I'll probably start it over. What up, Romaine? Romaine said he's in here. What up, what up, what up? We're in the building, man. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. He took the time out of his day to say what's up and shit. I appreciate that. Shout out to all the people that be on some positive shit and ain't always just negative hating. You know, that's really why I get on here. A lot of people actually fuck with me and, they ain't upset at me, but those are the same people that are actually doing something with their own life. They got a little money. They're probably smoking them a blunt right now, looking at the screen, He said imitation. Imitation is a form of flattery. You should be happy they trying to do like you. Nah, I am, but it's like at the end of the day, like it's weak for real because they were trying to, they're trying to get views and shit. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I was watching the other day and I seen a couple people that are up there. They're up there with their subscribers, bro, and they were saying shit that I say and it kind of fucked me up a little bit. I was like, I knew they had been watching me. And then you know what I mean? Then I confirmed it whenever I seen that they were subbed to me. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm giving these people ideas and shit. And then the people that are in front of me and that have been doing this longer and got way more subs are saying what I'm saying. And then I'm coming on here and I'm the new guy, the young, and it's making it look like I'm saying what they're, but really they're just the cornballs and they ain't authentic and they ain't original and they're not themselves. So you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it does make me feel good, but it's corny too. But I think the hate makes me feel better though about than anything. Like I love when they hate. I know why they're mad. I know why they're upset. So it does make me happy that that's what they're doing. But it doesn't when they got like a hell of a lot of views. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, almost everybody's doing better than I am. You know what I mean? I'm really nobody out here. I'm just moving up quick. But I'm a factor the way I'm moving though. Believe that. They know it. I'm a factor the way I'm moving because really my numbers is small compared to how much views I'm pulling in. My numbers is small compared to how like 600 or 700 and something subscribers, and I'm pulling in thousands of views. I posted that screenshot in the Discord. I'm sure you've seen it. I tapped in with 3,600 people in 48 hours. That's a good amount of people when you only got 700 and something subs. I'm doing better numbers than some of these people with 5,000 subs and 6,000 subs. And here I am with 700, and I'm pulling 6 and 700 and 800 people in every live, and these people are pulling 2 and 300 people, and they got 5,000 subscribers, and Speedy's got 3,000 subscribers, and he does 100 and 200 people and 80 people and 300 people and shit in his lives. And I'm wondering how he's got 3,000 subs. I only got 7 subs. It's like these people's numbers don't even be adding up. Like something ain't right. Like they must be. How'd you even get monetized? They're on there going live and shit talking about they got monetized on accident and shit. I'm like, how? This shit's crazy. But I'm doing numbers for real. They know I'm a factor. I'm coming up quick. He said exactly what I'm doing. I'm smoking, watching the live. Hell yeah. And can afford it. I'm about to smoke me something. You know what I'm saying? These whores can't even afford to smoke something on live. I'll be smoking back to back. Back to back on live, man. That's what I do. But I need to wait till I get ready for work and shit. Mom, I gotta get ready to roll out. Yeah, it really ain't nobody in here though. I mean, there is 15 or 16 likes, and we've been kind of going, but this one's dead. Ain't really been nobody in here. I think I'm gonna start it over. That's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna start her on over because seem like CS working hands right there. I was hoping it was somebody's tooth mark, but it wasn't. I wish I could have said it was. I wish I could have said it was Gito's tooth, but it wasn't. Fuck. Yes, sir. And what happened to all the haters, bro? They rolled out so fast. Damn. They flew out the chat. Or they all got put in the corner, one or the other. Look, everybody's in the corner at this point. They got a whole group of people in the corner. Good grief. Yeah, let me get out of here, though, y'all. I'm going to start this live right back over real quick and get this motion.